My friends, hear me when I say this, your journey is your own. You were created with a purpose that only you can fulfill, a road that only you can walk. There's no room for distractions, no time for comparisons, because you have a unique mission in this world. So I say focus on yourself, not on others. Lift up your gaze from what everyone else is doing, from where they're going, and fix it on the path laid before you. Think of a seed planted deep in the soil. It doesn't worry about how tall the tree beside it will grow or how quickly another flower will bloom. No, that seed pours its energy into the soil, taking root where it stands, drinking in the water, reaching toward the light. That seed believes in its own potential, in its own time. And that's exactly how you need to live. Your potential is not something to be weighed against others. It is something to be cultivated, to be invested in day after day. A focused vision is the guiding force in your life, the foundation upon which you build everything. Defining your vision means setting a course that is entirely yours, one that's not defined by others' expectations, society standards, or the noise of external opinions. It's about getting honest with yourself, taking the time to search within and uncovering what you genuinely desire from life. When you're clear about what you want, every action you take, every decision you make is guided by that singular focus. No matter how the world around you fluctuates, your vision becomes a steady, unwavering compass. You're no longer pushed around by fleeting trends, by what others are doing, or by the fear of missing out. Instead, you're grounded, centered, and committed. To define your vision, start by asking yourself some fundamental questions. Who am I? What do I want? What brings me alive? Often we chase after goals we never set for ourselves, ambitions we inherit from others, and dreams imposed upon us by family, friends, or society. But to truly create a life of purpose, we need to understand our core, independent of outside influences. A defined vision is an expression of your true self, of your unique values, dreams, and strengths. It aligns with who you are at your deepest level, and it aligns with your core beliefs, not someone else's expectations. The journey of defining your vision is a personal, transformative one. It reveals more of who you are and frees you from the habit of looking at others for validation. When you focus on your vision, you stop worrying about what others are doing because you're too focused on building your own life. You realize that your vision is distinct, something no one else can achieve for you. It's a clear picture of the life you want to lead, and you come to understand that comparing yourself to others only distracts from your purpose. While others are off on their own journeys, dealing with their own challenges, you're mindfully creating your path forward. Instead of being derailed by competition, you're committed to your progress. You've chosen to move at your pace, to grow in ways that are meaningful to you, and to stay anchored in your purpose. A clear vision also gives you resilience. Life will bring storms, unexpected setbacks, and challenges are inevitable. When they come, people who lack a defined vision get easily discouraged or may lose their way. But with a clear vision, you're strengthened. You know why you're here, why you're moving forward, and what you're moving toward. It becomes easier to rise above the noise and stay on track, no matter how difficult the journey might become. Your vision is your anchor, reminding you of where you're going even when the waters get rough. It's an unwavering point of focus, grounding you when things feel uncertain. Defining your vision does not mean everything will be clear all at once, nor does it mean you won't adjust your course along the way. As you grow, as you experience life, your vision will likely evolve. Embrace this change. True growth means evolving, and sometimes new perspectives or experiences will reshape your vision. That's natural and part of the process. But when you build on a foundation of self-awareness and clear intention, any adjustments you make are purposeful, meaningful, and in line with your core values. You're moving forward with clarity and strength, unafraid of change, knowing it's part of your unique journey. When you define your vision, it becomes the force that drives you forward. Instead of being preoccupied with how others are living their lives, you wake up each day with purpose and direction. This sense of direction fuels your energy, commitment, and dedication. You're not deterred by others' successes or slowed by distractions because you know what you want. By defining your vision, you're no longer simply reacting to life's circumstances, you're creating your life intentionally. As you focus on your vision, remember that this journey requires time, patience, and inner resolve. Building a life rooted in purpose is not always fast or easy, but every step forward strengthens you and brings you closer to the life you've envisioned. Embrace this process of defining, refining, and living your vision. By doing so, you'll experience a peace and satisfaction that only comes from knowing you're living a life aligned with your true purpose, undistracted and unapologetic, moving forward with unshakable clarity. Guarding your energy is one of the most crucial aspects of personal growth, yet it's often overlooked. In a world filled with distractions, comparisons, and external demands, the ability to conserve and direct your energy toward your own growth and dreams becomes invaluable. Your energy is the fuel that powers every action you take, every goal you pursue, and every choice you make. If you spend that energy on what others are doing, comparing your progress to theirs, or doubting yourself based on external standards, you drain yourself of the very fuel needed to create and maintain a life of purpose and fulfillment. Guarding your energy means reclaiming control over what you focus on, prioritizing your well-being, and aligning your efforts with your own dreams. In a fast-paced world where social media, work pressures, and the opinions of others constantly vie for your attention, it's easy to get distracted. Every day, there are countless opportunities to compare yourself to others, to scroll through feeds, glance at the lives of others, and wonder if you're enough. But this habit of comparison, while seemingly harmless, chips away at your self-confidence and redirects your energy outward rather than inward. You're effectively pouring your energy into someone else's life, someone else's story, instead of your own. Guarding your energy is about breaking free from this cycle and consciously choosing to invest that energy back into yourself. It's recognizing that you only have a finite amount of energy each day, and every ounce that goes toward comparison or self-doubt is energy that doesn't go toward your personal goals. Protecting your energy means setting boundaries, both with yourself and with others. If you find yourself constantly drained by social media or by spending time with people who bring negativity into your life, it's time to evaluate those areas. Ask yourself if these activities or interactions are adding value to your journey or if they're detracting from it. Setting boundaries is not about being selfish or cutting people off. It's about preserving your energy for what truly matters. It's about being intentional with where you invest your time and whom you surround yourself with. People who inspire you, encourage you, and support your goals are those who will amplify your energy. Those who drain you, who belittle your dreams or cause you to doubt yourself, pull energy away from your path. By setting boundaries, you reclaim the power over where and how your energy is spent. When you guard your energy, you can better focus on building your dreams. Imagine how much progress you could make if you channeled all the energy you spend on worry, comparison, and insecurity directly into your goals. This redirection is transformational. Instead of spending time overanalyzing what others are achieving, you focus on what's within your control. You invest in developing your skills, nurturing your passions, and working on your mental and emotional well-being. You're building your life on your terms, not on the expectations of others. When you protect your energy, it shows up as increased motivation, greater resilience, and a clear focus on what truly matters to you. Your life becomes a reflection of your efforts, intentions, and desires. Guarding your energy also means embracing the power of rest. In a culture that often glorifies constant productivity, it's easy to forget that rest is not just essential, but also a productive use of energy. Rest renews you, recharges your creativity, and prepares you for the next steps on your journey. When you value rest, you recognize that your energy has limits and that pushing beyond them leads to burnout, not progress. By respecting your need for rest, you keep your energy balanced and sustainable. This way, you're able to show up fully in everything you do. Bring in focus and strength to each task, each goal, and each relationship. Ultimately, guarding your energy is a commitment to your own growth and well-being. It's a daily practice of choosing yourself, of recognizing that what you have to offer the world is valuable and worth protecting. It's an understanding that every dream requires energy, every goal demands focus, and every achievement is built on the foundation of sustained effort. You're guarding not only your energy, but also your potential. When you conserve that energy and direct it toward meaningful goals, you become unstoppable. Every step you take to protect your energy brings you closer to living a life that feels authentic and fulfilling. This discipline is one of self-respect, as it acknowledges your own needs, desires, and aspirations. You give yourself the best chance at success because you're no longer dissipating your energy on things that don't serve your growth. Instead, you're fully investing in your own journey, bringing all your resources, focus, and resilience to bear on the path you're carving out for yourself. In guarding your energy, you honor who you are, who you're becoming, and all you're capable of achieving. Celebrating progress is an essential part of any journey toward growth, success, or personal fulfillment. It's a reminder that every small step matters, that each forward movement counts, and that the journey itself is worthy of acknowledgement. Too often, we get so focused on the final goal, the big achievement, that we forget to honor the incremental progress that gets us there. Celebrating progress doesn't mean we're settling for less. It means we're building a habit of resilience, gratitude, and self-appreciation along the way. It's a powerful practice that shifts our mindset, renews our motivation, and brings joy to our pursuit of larger dreams. When you celebrate progress, you're taking a moment to recognize the effort you've already invested, and you're acknowledging that each step, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goals. This practice helps you stay motivated because it focuses on growth rather than perfection. Too often we wait for the end result, thinking we'll only be worthy or successful once we've achieved it. But waiting for that final achievement alone can lead to burnout, frustration, or self-doubt, especially when the journey is long or filled with obstacles. When you celebrate each milestone along the way, you're actively reinforcing that your journey is worthwhile and that every bit of effort counts. This practice builds a foundation of encouragement that sustains you through the hard work and the moments of doubt. Acknowledging your progress also boosts your confidence. Each small achievement, each step closer, is proof that you're capable of growth. By taking the time to celebrate these moments, you're essentially telling yourself, I am capable. I am moving forward. I am growing. This builds a positive feedback loop that makes it easier to keep going, even when challenges arise. The journey toward any significant goal is rarely straightforward, and progress isn't always linear. There will be setbacks, times when it feels like you're taking 2 steps back for every step forward. But when you make a habit of celebrating each small win, you remind yourself that even setbacks don't erase the progress you've already made. It becomes easier to bounce back because you've built a mindset of resilience rooted in the knowledge of how far you've already come. Celebrating progress also keeps you present in the journey rather than constantly looking to the future. So many people live in a state of I'll be happy when ... when they reach a certain goal, achieve a certain level of success, or obtain something they want. This mindset places happiness in a distant, often undefined future. But when you learn to celebrate your progress, you bring joy and fulfillment into the present. You start to find satisfaction in the process itself, in the everyday actions that bring you closer to where you want to be. You're not just living for some future outcome, you're finding value and meaning in each step of the way. This not only makes the journey more enjoyable, but also shifts your perspective on success. Success becomes less about the destination and more about the process, the growth, and the journey itself. One powerful way to celebrate progress is by setting smaller, achievable goals that lead up to your larger vision. These micro goals give you frequent opportunities to recognize your hard work, and they make larger goals feel more attainable. Each time you reach a micro goal, you build momentum which propels you forward and keeps you motivated. The power of small goals is that they turn the daunting task of achieving something big into a series of manageable, confidence-boosting steps. By breaking down your goals and celebrating each one, you create a rhythm of success that motivates you to keep going. Celebrating progress also encourages a habit of gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful force that transforms how we see ourselves and our circumstances. When you take time to be grateful for each step forward, you're not just focused on what's missing or what's left to achieve, you're honoring what you've already accomplished. Gratitude shifts your mindset from scarcity, focusing on what's lacking, to abundance, where you're aware of all you have and all you've gained. This positive outlook fuels your motivation, reminding you of the good in the journey and allowing you to embrace the growth that each step represents. This practice of celebrating progress is also crucial for building long-term habits. Every major achievement in life is built on the foundation of consistency. Success doesn't usually come from one giant leap. It comes from steady, persistent action over time. By celebrating progress, you reinforce your commitment to that consistency. You start to see that every bit of effort counts, and this acknowledgement makes it easier to stay consistent. When you're aware that each day's work is valuable, you're more likely to keep showing up, even when the going gets tough. Ultimately, celebrating progress isn't just about marking small wins, it's about recognizing the power of persistence, appreciating your own efforts, and honoring the value of growth. It's a reminder that you're not defined by a single outcome, but by the journey, the resilience, and the commitment you show every day. It's about finding joy and purpose in the process itself and understanding that your progress is worth celebrating every step of the way. So take the time to celebrate your progress. Embrace each small victory, honor each step forward, and keep moving toward your goals with gratitude and determination. Each celebration builds momentum, fuels resilience, and strengthens your belief in what you can achieve. Committing to consistency is one of the most powerful habits you can build. It's often said that success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out, and that couldn't be more accurate. While talent, inspiration, and even luck have their roles, it's consistency that ultimately shapes your achievements and helps you reach your goals. When you commit to being consistent, you're making a pledge to show up every day, regardless of how you feel, how challenging the path may be, or how long the journey might take. It's about moving forward one step at a time, knowing that each step, however small, is part of a larger process. Consistency builds a foundation that strengthens over time, and this foundation becomes the bedrock of your success. Imagine building a house. Laying one brick might seem insignificant, but if you lay a brick every single day with precision and care, eventually you have a solid structure. The same is true for any area of life where you aim to succeed. Whether it's in fitness, academics, business, or personal development, every little effort counts. By committing to consistency, you're not just working toward a goal, you're building a habit that reinforces itself, making it easier to show up every day. It becomes part of your routine, a non-negotiable part of who you are and what you do. Consistency is also a powerful antidote to doubt and insecurity. When you commit to showing up every day, you become less focused on instant results and more on the process itself. This shift helps quiet the doubts and fears that often accompany big goals, because you're no longer focused on how far you have to go or whether you're achieving enough fast enough. Instead, you're dedicated to the practice of showing up, trusting that the results will follow. Each day that you show up, you build confidence not only in your ability to stay committed, but in your potential to grow. You start to see that progress is a natural outcome of persistent effort, not a fleeting moment of success. Moreover, consistency creates momentum. Each small action adds up, and over time, these actions compound. This compounding effect means that even the smallest effort, when done consistently, can lead to significant progress. Think of it like rolling a snowball down a hill. It may start small, but with each roll, it picks up more snow and gains size and speed. Consistency works the same way. Every small action builds on the one before it, eventually leading to meaningful and substantial results. This momentum makes it easier to keep going, even when the journey gets tough, because you're already in motion, and that forward movement gives you a sense of accomplishment that fuels you to keep going. Committing to consistency also teaches patience. In a world that often emphasizes instant gratification, consistency is a reminder that real growth takes time. It's easy to get discouraged when you don't see immediate results, but true success is rarely instant. When you're consistent, you come to understand that each small action contributes to a larger picture, even if the progress isn't always visible right away. Patience becomes part of the process as you learn to appreciate the value of time and the cumulative impact of steady daily effort. You begin to trust the journey rather than getting fixated on the destination. Consistency also creates resilience. Life will inevitably throw challenges your way. There will be days when motivation wanes, when circumstances make it hard to stay on track, and when the obstacles seem bigger than the goal. But when you've built the habit of consistency, you develop resilience. You know that showing up every day, regardless of how you feel, builds strength and determination. This resilience is a powerful tool that helps you overcome obstacles, adapt to change, and stay focused on your goals. By making consistency a priority, you prepare yourself for the inevitable ups and downs, equipping yourself with the grit to keep moving forward. Another valuable aspect of committing to consistency is that it allows you to track your progress in a meaningful way. When you're consistent, you can look back and see a tangible record of your efforts. These records, whether they're journal entries, workout logs, study hours, or completed projects, serve as reminders of how far you've come. This record of progress boosts your confidence and gives you evidence that your hard work is paying off. It also allows you to assess what's working, make adjustments, and refine your approach as needed. Consistency gives you the data and feedback to improve, helping you make informed decisions about how to achieve your goals more effectively. Finally, committing to consistency shapes your identity. When you consistently engage in actions that align with your goals, you start to see yourself as someone who is disciplined, reliable, and capable of achieving what you set out to do. This shift in identity is powerful because it influences your beliefs about yourself and what you're capable of. You're no longer someone who tries to achieve something. You become someone who is actively building a life rooted in dedication, persistence, and purpose. This change in self-perception reinforces your commitment to consistency, creating a positive cycle where your actions and beliefs support one another. In committing to consistency, you're making a decision that transcends any one goal or achievement. You're choosing a way of life that values persistence, patience, and steady growth. You're building a legacy of effort, a foundation of habits that will support you in every endeavor you undertake. By embracing consistency, you're not only working toward a goal, you're building a character and a mindset that will serve you for a lifetime. The commitment to consistency is a commitment to becoming the best version of yourself, one day, one step, one effort at a time. Eliminating distractions is one of the most effective ways to stay focused and move toward your goals with purpose. Distractions are everywhere in today's world, from our phones to social media, from constant notifications to an unending list of daily tasks. All these distractions have one thing in common: they take our attention away from what truly matters, draining our energy, scattering our focus, and ultimately slowing our progress. When you make a conscious effort to eliminate distractions, you're choosing to value your time, honor your goals, and create an environment that supports your growth. You're deciding to prioritize what matters most to you, and that simple choice can make an enormous difference in your ability to reach your goals.
Distractions are often subtle. They don't always appear as obstacles to success. Checking your phone for a few seconds, browsing social media for just a minute, or responding to every email immediately might seem harmless.
But these small interruptions pull you out of focus, break your concentration, and take you away from productive flow. Research has shown that every time we're interrupted, it can take several minutes to refocus fully. These constant small breaks in concentration add up over the course of a day, leaving us feeling scattered and exhausted without having accomplished what we set out to do. When you eliminate distractions, you create a space where your mind can focus uninterrupted on the task at hand, allowing you to work more efficiently and with greater clarity. Eliminating distractions is also a way of respecting your own time and goals. Every moment you spend distracted is a moment you're not investing in yourself, your dreams, or your growth. Time is one of the most valuable resources we have, yet it's often spent on activities that don't contribute to our well-being or success. When you cut out distractions, you're choosing to respect your time and your future. You're acknowledging that your goals are worth investing in, that they deserve your full attention, and that you're serious about achieving them. This shift in mindset is powerful because it moves you from a place of passivity, letting life and distractions pull you in every direction, to a place of intention, where you're actively choosing how to spend your time and energy. One key to eliminating distractions is setting boundaries, both with yourself and with others. This can look like designating certain times for focused work, setting limits on social media usage, or letting others know when you're not available for interruptions. Boundaries are crucial because they create a structure that protects your focus. They help you avoid the temptation to check your phone every few minutes, open new tabs, or engage in non-essential tasks. Setting boundaries with others is equally important. It might mean letting people know when you're not available, or scheduling time to communicate with them outside of your work hours. When you establish boundaries, you're creating a space where your attention is protected, allowing you to focus deeply and make meaningful progress. Another powerful tool in eliminating distractions is cultivating mindfulness. Mindfulness trains you to stay present in the moment, which helps you become aware of distractions as they arise. With mindfulness, you start to notice when your attention wanders, when you're tempted to reach for your phone, or when your mind drifts to unrelated tasks. This awareness gives you the power to choose your focus actively, bringing your attention back to the task at hand rather than letting it drift. By practicing mindfulness, you strengthen your ability to focus and resist distractions, making it easier to stay on track and complete what you set out to do. Organizing your environment is also a powerful way to reduce distractions. Clutter, noise, and unnecessary items can all pull your attention away from your work. By creating an organized, dedicated workspace, you minimize the external distractions that can disrupt your focus. This might mean keeping your desk clean, turning off notifications, or even using tools like noise-canceling headphones to block out background noise. When your environment is orderly, your mind is more likely to be calm and focused, creating the ideal conditions for productive work. Distractions are also often linked to procrastination, which arises when we avoid tasks that feel challenging or overwhelming. If you find yourself constantly drawn to distractions, it might be a sign that you're avoiding something difficult. When you become aware of this, you can confront the real issue rather than letting distractions steal your time. Breaking tasks into smaller steps, setting clear goals, and working for short, focused intervals can help you overcome the urge to procrastinate. By taking proactive steps to address the root causes of procrastination, you eliminate the need to seek out distractions, allowing you to stay focused and productive. Eliminating distractions also helps you find greater fulfillment in your work. When you're fully focused, you can enter a state of flow, where you're deeply absorbed in what you're doing and time seems to pass effortlessly. Flow is often described as one of the most fulfilling states of being. And it's in this state that we do our best work. However, distractions disrupt this flow, pulling us out of deep focus and preventing us from experiencing this sense of fulfillment. By reducing distractions, you give yourself the opportunity to work in a more focused, engaged, and satisfying way. In the end, eliminating distractions is about creating a life that's aligned with your values and goals. It's a commitment to focus on what truly matters to you, to invest in your future, and to build a life that reflects your highest potential. It's a way of saying yes to your dreams and no to the things that don't serve them. When you remove distractions, you reclaim control over your time, your attention, and your energy. You create a life of intention, where every action is purposeful, every task is meaningful, and every moment is valued. Eliminating distractions isn't always easy, but the rewards are well worth the effort. You'll find yourself with more time, more focus, and a greater sense of accomplishment, knowing that you're investing fully in the life you truly want to build. Embracing growth is about adopting a mindset that values progress over perfection, curiosity over certainty, and resilience over rigidity. Growth requires us to acknowledge that there's always more to learn, more ways to improve, and greater heights to reach. This mindset is essential because as we move forward in life, we'll inevitably encounter new challenges, setbacks, and obstacles. Instead of viewing these as roadblocks, a growth mindset teaches us to see them as opportunities for learning and improvement. Embracing growth means realizing that who we are today doesn't have to define who we'll be tomorrow. It's about giving ourselves permission to evolve, explore, and transform. To truly embrace growth, we must be willing to step out of our comfort zones, to venture into areas that may feel unfamiliar or even intimidating. Growth rarely occurs when we stay within the boundaries of what's comfortable and familiar. It's often in those moments of discomfort when we're pushing ourselves to take on new challenges or to learn something we're not yet good at that we experience the most profound growth. Embracing growth means accepting that discomfort is a natural part of the process, a sign that we're stretching beyond our current abilities. It's a reminder that while growth might feel uncomfortable, it's a necessary part of reaching our full potential. Growth also requires a deep commitment to learning. This doesn't mean just acquiring new knowledge or skills. It's about cultivating an attitude of curiosity and openness. A growth-oriented person sees every experience, good or bad, as an opportunity to learn something valuable. They're not afraid to ask questions, seek feedback, or admit when they don't have all the answers. This commitment to lifelong learning keeps us adaptable and resilient, allowing us to stay engaged with life's challenges and opportunities. Embracing growth means becoming a student of life, continuously seeking ways to improve ourselves and to understand the world around us more fully. Failure is an inevitable part of any growth journey, but when we embrace growth, we see failure differently. Instead of viewing it as a personal flaw or a reason to quit, we recognize that failure is a valuable teacher. Every mistake, setback, or misstep provides us with information that we can use to improve. By analyzing our failures and learning from them, we become better equipped to handle similar situations in the future. Embracing growth means developing the resilience to rise after we fall, to keep moving forward with the knowledge we've gained from our setbacks. This perspective transforms failure from something to be feared into something to be embraced as part of the process of self-improvement. Embracing growth also means being patient with ourselves. Growth is not an instant process. It takes time, effort, and consistent action. There will be times when progress feels slow, when it seems like we're not moving forward at all. In those moments, it's essential to remember that growth isn't always visible in the short term. Just as a tree takes time to bear fruit, meaningful personal growth requires patience and persistence. By committing to the process and trusting that each step, no matter how small, contributes to our overall development, we can maintain our motivation and stay focused on our journey. Self-reflection is another critical component of embracing growth. To grow, we must be willing to look honestly at ourselves, to assess our strengths and weaknesses, and to confront areas where we may need to improve. Self-reflection allows us to become more aware of our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, giving us insight into why we make certain choices or react in specific ways. Through self-reflection, we gain a deeper understanding of who we are and where we want to go. This awareness is essential for personal growth because it helps us identify patterns that may be holding us back and allows us to make intentional changes that align with our goals and values. Surrounding ourselves with people who inspire growth is also important. When we embrace growth, we recognize the importance of having supportive, encouraging individuals in our lives. These are the people who challenge us to think differently, who encourage us to pursue our goals, and who believe in our potential. By spending time with people who are also committed to growth, we create an environment that nurtures our own development. These individuals serve as role models, reminding us of what's possible when we stay focused, work hard, and stay open to learning. In this way, embracing growth is not just an individual pursuit, it's something that's reinforced by the relationships we cultivate. Growth requires us to release the need for perfection. When we're focused on being perfect, we often become paralyzed, afraid to take risks, or try new things for fear of making mistakes. But perfection is an illusion no one can ever truly achieve it. Embracing growth means shifting our focus from perfection to progress. It's about valuing improvement, even if it's incremental, and understanding that small steps forward are still steps in the right direction. By letting go of the need to be perfect, we free ourselves to take action, make mistakes, and learn from them. This focus on progress over perfection allows us to move forward more confidently, knowing that every effort we make contributes to our growth. Finally, embracing growth means being compassionate with ourselves. The journey of growth can be challenging, and there will be times when we fall short or struggle to achieve our goals. In those moments, self-compassion becomes essential. Rather than criticizing ourselves for not being better or faster, we can choose to be kind to ourselves, acknowledging that growth is a journey with ups and downs. Self-compassion allows us to stay motivated and committed, even when things don't go as planned. It reminds us that growth is not about achieving a certain level of success, but about continually striving to improve ourselves with patience, resilience, and an open heart. When we embrace growth, we commit to becoming the best versions of ourselves, not in a final or fixed sense, but in a dynamic, evolving way. We accept that life is a journey of learning and transformation, and we choose to participate actively in that journey. Embracing growth is a lifelong commitment, one that brings us closer to our goals and allows us to live with a sense of purpose, curiosity, and joy. It's a powerful choice that shapes our character, strengthens our resilience, and enriches our lives step by step as we become more of who we're truly meant to be. In conclusion, the journey of focusing on yourself is one of the most rewarding and transformative paths you can take. When you prioritize your own growth, commit to consistency, and learn to eliminate distractions, you're setting yourself up for a life of purpose and resilience. Embracing the courage to step out of your comfort zone, making every effort to nurture progress over perfection, and surrounding yourself with people who inspire you are the keys to unlocking your full potential. This journey is not about competing with anyone else. It's about becoming better than you were yesterday, knowing that every step forward is a step toward a greater version of yourself. The power of growth lies in the commitment to keep moving forward, to face challenges with courage, and to honor your journey by embracing the lessons it brings. Focus on your path, commit to it with passion and consistency, and trust that every effort you make is contributing to a future that's brighter, more fulfilled, and truly your own. No excuses. There are no shortcuts or justifications when it comes to building the life you want. Challenges will come, distractions will tempt you, and setbacks are inevitable, but you must refuse to let these become reasons to settle for less than what you're capable of. An excuse is just a barrier you place between yourself and your potential, a story that keeps you from pushing forward. Decide right here, right now, that you won't give yourself permission to take the easy way out. Instead, face each obstacle head on. Commit to putting in the work, even when it's uncomfortable, even when the results aren't immediate, and even when no one else is watching. True growth happens in the moments when you push past what's convenient, embrace the power of self-discipline, and rise to the challenge again and again. Don't wait for ideal circumstances or the perfect time. Start now. Do the work and hold yourself accountable. No excuses. This is your journey, and you have everything within you to make it happen.
Too heavy to bear, but remember the breakdown is where the old shape its process of clearing away the rubble to make way for something resilient. When you fully embrace yourself permission to let go of what the persons you were meant to become. True transformation state demons is those unseen force you past failures. The quality govern you giving you truly potential. This demons impact is real. They linger in your mind around you. You can't put every the weight of these demons continues after to face them, but yourself from their control fears are like shaping